fixer.
Alright, sent you DMs.
Okay.
Please, don't put the. Don't,
No. I'm not gonna put the hurt on. I will actually play Amy.
All right. No, he'll put the light hurt on it there.
You get to see the other half of my tuxedo mask cosplay.
Huh.
oh,
Isn't there like a sailor outfit? Isn't there like a sailor outfit now in this game? Or
I don't know, but this one was perfect because it has the bow.
Gotcha. I mean, I'm trying to think how you could
Alright,
work
so
that.
Fixer, after you're done, I sent you a DM.
Okay, yeah, I'll check it out.
Wow.
And yeah, she used to have a scepter instead of a sword.
Doesn't she have a scepter?
I mean, no, she has a fucking.
Oh, yeah.
The reason why she has a scepter is because she's the one called Sailor Moon.
Fair enough.
fuck her up. Amy's just a spoiled brat.
Oh, don't let Raphael hear that, man.
Okay,
Yeah,
so that move that she's using is actually a really good way to finish.
Oh my god.
The time up.
The time up. God damn it. My dude here, my Yoshimitsu, like my Fabi Yoshimitsu here. No, not Fabi. My gentleman Yoshimitsu.
Is it me or is Yoshimitsu almost in every single fighting game?
He's just in Tekken and Soul Calibur, always has been.
Yeah, I find that funny.
He's more like
Yoshimitsu for
prefers
Smash.
guest characters. For
Well, the
Soul
funny thing
Calibur.
is that, like, technically this is the Yoshimitsu's ancestor right here, like, of the one we see in Tekken. It's the title Yoshimitsu.
Kay is kind of trying to talk, but I think she's quiet for all of us to hear.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can never hear you, okay?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, no, it's like, I think the mic is really messed up that I can't hear you. And I have you at max too, so... Wait a second. No, I don't! No, but I don't want to mess up my thing, because honestly, it was actually messed up if I tried doing anything.
You know what? I need to remove the depth of field from the background.
Yeah, that probably doesn't help.
Is your PC struggling to run Soul Calibur, or...?
No, I think it looks ugly. Because it fades in and out.
Gotcha. Well,
I had it before, but then I had to reinstall the game.
Okay, do you know that there's a block button in this game? Because I don't see you blocking ever. Okay.
Yeah, no, she's blocking. She's been blocking. So
Okay.
it's like,
Okay.
it's just
I
like,
just wasn't
she's
seeing
not
it.
reacting, that's all.
That's fair.
I could not hear that. What did
She
you
said
say?
She was
She's
forgetting about it.
Yeah, no, that's fair, because I mean... Like, I think she plays Tekken, right? So... And 90%...
Oh, Tekken's a back block, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, so you kind of forget that you have a block button.
The only two fighting games I can think about that actually button block is Smash and this.
Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat too. Yeah, Mortal Kombat has a block button.
Virtua Fighter, Dead or Alive.
Wow, you stole that round from me. Nice.
But Dead or Alive's weird because it has both.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, and actually Grand Blue has both too, doesn't it?
Right, Grand Blue.
Ooh.
Yeah, Grand Blue has both. It has back blocking and it has like hold blocking. But I don't know,
I think that's for their simple mode though, the block button.
No, it's universal. Like you can do it.
Universal?
Yeah, you can. There's like a dodge button and there's a block button. Basically,
I still can't believe Grand Blue isn't even coming to PC.
I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
a Japanese game, so what can you do, right?
It also appears to be like highest art quality, least like fighting game content thing that Arc Systems put out in like the last 20 years.
Oh, boobies.
Wow, your mod has boobies for her?
Oh
yeah,
my god.
I updated it.
Oh god. I don't even know. I can't even.
Because reason.
I can't wait for that new Guilty Gear. It actually looks like really sick.
It
Yeah,
does look. It looks
cool.
really good. I'm not gonna lie.
Is Grand Blue an actual art game though? I don't
Yes.
think it is.
It is an art. It's an art game. It's just a.
It's made
It's
by
just
a
a-
different team.
Yeah.
They have like
Oh,
I
I
think 3 or 4
see.
teams. But then
Yeah,
they have a
I'm-
team that
Because the models are actually 3D in that game.
I mean, they've always been 3D, man.
I
Yeah,
guess.
'cause-
No, yes,
I
no. Guilty Gear's 3D. Grand Ball's 3D. Like,
it's 3D. It's essentially 3D, but they make it look like it's 2D sprites.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it'd be fairer to say they are 2D fighting games, but the characters are all polygons, not
Yeah,
sprites.
it's interesting how they do it. They do kind of like a reverse, kind of like how do I put it? Like they kind of do the process reverse for 3D to 2D. I can't
Yeah,
remember.
they have to do a lot of custom to make that work.
Yeah, and no, and they actually have to force us. Like basically, whenever they complement the frame, they actually have to force a stretch. Like they have to make it look unnatural. Basically, they go from instead of like making the computer like follow the frames normally, they have to change it to make it like awkward for it to fit.
Press all your buttons, Yoshi. Press all your buttons.
Yeah.
Yoshi's winning. Now just press the one that says block.
Oh shit!
Oh, nice. Good game.
Oh nice, good game. Oh good.
I lose everything.
I really like this outfit. I'm not gonna lie. I like the top
Wow.
hat and everything.
Yeah, that's a sweet costume, man.
It's really
Yeah,
cool.
that costume is awesome.
But yeah, no, like it's really interesting how they made like Guilty Gear work. Like I remember watching a video on like about it, like about what's it called, frame data or frame what? Which one? A video like that where they were talking about how Guilty Gear achieved the look they did, and honestly, they stepped it up in Guilty Gear 2020. It looks really
Well,
crazy.
they basically applied the workflows that they kind of used Grand Blue to learn, and then went back to Guilty Gear and went, okay, we can now actually make characters that detailed instead of just the Guilty Gear detail level.
For sure.
I'm a little worried about some of the things Daisuke is saying though, because this is not the first time he said he's going to completely reinvent Guilty Gear. And the last time was when we got Guilty Gear 2, or Guilty Gear Overture if you nasty, which was a real-time strategy game.
Oof. I mean, it's a spin-off, right? But huh.
They also one time tried to turn Guilty Gear into a party game with Guilty Gear Isuka. And it makes an awesome party game, but it was weird.
Fair enough. But I mean, honestly, like if I did,
that they would go back to 2D sprites just one more time.
I
Like,
mean,
just do like a fully
I mean, technically, we still have
stuff.
playthrough, right? So
Yeah, well, BB Tag, but a lot of BB Tag, they're just reusing sprites from all the other games.
yeah, honestly, that's why I call BB Tag the Marvel Twitter for anime games. In the sense that
I can already tell you're getting better.
oh no, geez, that's good, honestly, slowly but surely. But that's the interesting thing about like, and the reason I call them Marvel 2 of anime games is because Marvel 2 uses a lot of recycled sprites. Let's be honest with you, like a lot of them don't fit necessarily. Oh shit. Huh. Oh yeah, but don't forget that your crit edge punishes like from full screen.
Yeah, your crit edge is ABK.
Oh yeah. A plus B plus K.
And it's safe
is,
too. And it's safe. It's really hard to sidestep
yeah.
actually. Like you can
That's
sidestep it.
like one of the best ones in the game, I think.
Mm-hmm. That's why your achievements is so strong in this game actually.
It's part
You
of
don't
it.
see a lot of high level,
Well,
I love Yoshi's.
not that
Yeah.
I've seen.
No.
Doesn't Link Source play Yoshimitsu?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think he does play him, but I don't think he plays him like when he's in go mode.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I know Yoshimitsu is really solid. Like, he has a lot of good tools. Like, he has a
So
frame
remember
trap.
early on when the game first came out, a lot of people were picking Yoshimitsu, but then he kind of just dropped.
He's got some stuff that seems powerful at first, but is kind of figure outable.
By the way, that was interesting. I didn't. But oh shit. Good. Yeah. Man, you know what I really need to sit down and do? I need to really sit down and just like
GG.
I need to sit down and like honestly the town disco that has made a punch guide for almost every character I've seen so far. I really need to.
I found a list someone has made. He's making one for Cassandra as well. He has like all the iframes, tech. It's in a Google Doc. I'll have to share it. It's pretty good.
Yeah, this is. I'm gonna play until I'm defeated here, and then I have to actually fade for tomorrow.
Alright, sounds good.
No worries.
That's probably a good idea for me too. To be completely
Yeah,
honest,
probably
I'll
same.
I'll play one more for myself.
Yeah, same. I'll probably play
I'll
one
probably
more.
play it
Oh,
for-
so we're all ending right away?
It kind of sounds like the party's ending.
Yeah.
It's almost
the-
midnight.
Oh
It is.
no.
I mean, I'd be down to if anyone needs like any practice or anything like that. I'd be down to teach. If you,
Oh,
I just-
fuck, I'm getting tired too myself.
like, I can turn off the stream and just like sit down, and just be like, alright, let's see what you got.
Well, we can also. I guess we'll be talking tech too tomorrow.
True, we can talk. Yeah, Kurt, you have to kind of like, you really gotta like sit me down on that Raphael stuff. I really gotta stop falling for it.
Because I'm trying to make sure that I at least make it out of pools for Soul Calibur in Canada.
Same. I want to do the same, honestly.
Oh,
I want to make sure.
that is my goal, absolutely, for Canada Cup. Just like make it to top 8. Okay, great, done.
It's just, I'm trying to just get out of pools, honestly. I rarely get out of pools.
I don't want to be last. That's my goal.
Yeah, I don't be O2.
Whatever the
you know?
like tied for last place is, I just don't want that.
Same. I don't want to be O2.
Somebody's got to go 0-2, and I don't think any of us are going 0-2.
Aww. I'm just like, I don't know. I'm just bad at like the tournaments. I guess I just get a little too nervous or something.
Well, the thing with like a tournament like that is that you never know who's gonna come.
True.
Well,
Like,
I imagine Reptile's gonna go. Sonic Fox was at last year's, but it's in Calgary this year.
I mean, it'd be cool.
Yeah.
It'd be cool to
It's a
see him.
big difference going to Toronto as it is to going to Calgary. Like,
Honestly, I kind of hope he does. I kind of want to meet him. Honestly, he's like a
Well,
really
I
fucking
think-
nice guy.
From what it sounds like, it seems like Lapchi's gonna try and get like a lot of top people to at least try to come, especially from last year.
Yeah, I
With how
can.
the disaster that was.
Well, what happened last year?
I didn't hear about. So like, they partnered up with another event, and it like
Oh,
kind of made
right.
the event a gong show.
Right,
so
right.
pools weren't starting on time. They
Oh,
really
I heard
Yes,
cleaned the
yeah, I
venue
remember, I
because
remember.
they put them in a small
it was
room.
Tekken
so,
that really got hurt. DBZ.
no, all the games. So like,
Oh,
Yes, I
there's like
remember.
people that couldn't even that were DQ'd because they couldn't even get inside the venue because the venue was like, yeah, we're not letting anybody in. We reached capacity.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
wow.
I remember this actually. I don't remember hearing about
Alright, GG's guys.
GG,
Joe.
Joe.
that. Have a good night.
yeah, see you, Joe.
Thanks for the
Yep.
games.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see you tomorrow, I guess.
See you tomorrow.
Yeah, see you tomorrow.
Alright. See you tomorrow.
Nick, did you want to meet up at like West End and share a cab? Or you making your own way?
Sure, I can do that, but let me see what time first. I can totally do that. That's not an issue at all. I can totally do that. I can definitely share a cab with you. Honestly, that's not a big deal at all. actually. It's a pretty good idea. We can probably get there soon, and because I'm waiting, because I want to see tomorrow if I can do some errands first, and hopefully I can probably get my PC up, my new PC up and running by tomorrow. So.
All right. Well, you know, hit me up on Discord or something. I'm probably looking to be heading down around 6. So.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. Bye.
Yeah, I really need to get into the character creator in this game. I don't know why I haven't bothered. In 4 and 5, I used to mess around with that all the time.
Shit. I mean, honestly, it's, like when I think of an idea, I just do it.
Yeah, that's how it is for me. I like come up with an idea, and like probably 50% of the way through, it's either this is gonna be perfect or this is gonna be terrible, and I just stop and delete the thing.
I had a terrible one yesterday. I was hoping for fishnets and I couldn't find it. I didn't look very hard and I was like half asleep.
Why does
Yeah.
that sound look familiar?
Oh, fuck that.
Rob looking for fishnets? It's because that's what he does in his spare time.
Yeah. Oh, I should have went to Hot Topic.
Yeah. You should have talked to Amy.
Hot topic.
Ooh.
Whoever made that, whoever
You
came
learn.
up with the idea for that clothing store was a genius. It's like, hey, there's a lot of people that like pop culture stuff.
Geez, sounds all over the place.
I got
Oh
you.
no. The
I mean-
sword is more powerful than the ass.
So, what is a lethal strike in this game? A lethal
So-
edge?
Every move has a condition. Every lethal hit move has a condition. And if you go into training mode and you look at the move list, it'll actually say it happens when you
X,
counter
Y,
hit
and
somebody,
Z.
or it happens when you use this move against a male character, or it happens when you sidestep a vertical strike. So each of them has a lethal hit condition.
Yeah, I fucked up there. Ugh.
I was worried that you would have gone a lot more.
Shit. Oh, fucking hell. Gotcha.
No.
Oh, that's a brutal way to lose.
Yeah.
That is
okay.
such
Like
a brutal.
90% on a.
Wait, am I
layout.
behind?
Probably.
Oh, yeah, I am. Because I just seen that rage art right off the edge.
Yeah. Well, could edge, but
That was
yeah.
brutal.
Yeah. You can ring out with it. Like honestly, I know Town gets like really good shit every so often on, so like she really does like she always gets like these minor buffs in every patch or major buffs, whatever you want to call them. Like that's probably like one of my favorite patch, you know, to where she can cancel for crit edge. But it's kind of funny because she's already plus after that, so I don't know. So she just adds another layer of mind games. Man, I really wish we had a better auto system. I really wish we could just be like two people playing at the same time. It's like instead of having everybody wait for so long. Cause I do need to like kind of like I would like to play games more consistently.
Yeah. If it was like 2 King of the Hills, and like when I lose on King of the Hill A, I go to the bottom of the list of King of the Hill B. That would be amazing.
Yeah.
So weird because like Dragon Ball Fighters has something like that where you can kind of like pick 2 lobby, like in the same lobby you can have 2 games going on at once.
Yeah.
It's very silly, but I mean, I don't know. Nah.
Oof.
Honestly, this game, to be fair, this game was pushed out on a tiny budget. So the fact that it's as good as it is pretty impressive.
It really
True.
is.
I mean, they got the gameplay to work. That's honestly
Yeah,
the
they made
important.
the gameplay work. They made it the best Soul Calibur in recent memory. Like, it's not better than 2, but it's better than
And
4.
and I
better
mean
than
the
5.
DLC there's putting out is pretty unique and fair. You know what I mean?
Unique,
And like
the DLC. So like putting Tira, Amy, and Cassandra as DLC, I wasn't super pumped about, but like 2B's great DLC. Getting Gerald, that's great DLC.
you know, we got 21 characters at launch though, so it's like I think that's a pretty good roster. I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
that's how you know what I mean. So like,
Yep.
and it wasn't like it wasn't 40, 50. Well, I'm thinking American dollar or Canadian dollars, but it wasn't like 40 or 50 bucks for the 4 fighters. You know, like and you look at
Yeah.
Dead or Alive and shit, and so.
Oh well, yeah. I don't think it's fair to say, hey, the DLC wasn't unfair. Compare it to DOA.
Yeah, that's kind of maybe a not good comparison. DOA really fucked it.
DOA,
No,
yeah.
it wasn't
DOA
cross
went
Tekken.
straight up like Train Simulator with their DLC.
Yeah.
At least it's not
I
a
mean,
$170 axe like at Apex Legends. You hear about that?
no, I haven't.
Oh, no.
There's like a skin that's basically 170 bucks.
Don't they have those kind of skins like Fortnite too? Aren't there like $100 skins in Fortnite?
Probably, I don't know. It's I don't know. I'm not sure exactly what it was, but I think like there's certain skins you can't get through grinding, and so it's like 170 bucks to guarantee it or something. So that's the big controversy right now. But Fortnite does similar things, so.
Oh, wow, that was
Jeez.
perfect?
Yeah.
Shit, I was.
Well, at least the thing that I'm happy about this game is that they didn't go the cross Tekken route where they had DLC characters that were complete on the disc.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was actually pretty
No,
scummy.
Except
no
for
one-
Tira.
Well, the thing is, I mean, I'm gonna.
That's
be-
exactly what Tira was. She was a
I'm
DLC
gonna-
character that was
Well-
on the disc.
Well, actually,
No, she wasn't on the disc. She
No, no, no.
wasn't.
She
No,
was
no,
day one
she's kind of
DLC.
incomplete. No. When they released it, she was actually kind of incomplete. Actually, it's the fans were like, oh, release her now, and it's just like, okay, fine, and they released her a little early. That's why she's kind of considered really bad because
She was announced before the game came out.
No, you're
as
right.
Day
No,
one DLC.
but I mean, I'm gonna be on the defense side here. From my understanding, after production was done and they were working on post-production is when they started like pre-production for Tira. She was like the last character. So
Sure, but
no,
it's still day one DLC.
no, you can't argue that. No, you can't. So you're right in that
Yeah.
regards.
Well, I guess
Nice.
the difference
I got to
was
wait for
there
that.
is that they were open and honest about it, unlike with Cross Tekken where people found it out like a few weeks after the game came out.
Yeah.
Capcom did that for a while with a bunch of their games too and gotten shit for it as well.
Well, around that time, Capcom was not doing well because a lot of their games were just like, what is this?
Well, they released like 15 versions of Street Fighter 4, if I not remember.
Yeah, well, people were just fine with that, but every other game, like, I remember...
By the way, that's not
that
true. By the
same
way,
year- like, within that
the-
same time
this
frame,
move here
within
is not
2
true.
years,
It's not- this doesn't
Resident,
make sense.
that Resident Evil, like, co-op shooter came out.
Oh yeah. They had
Lost
that weird-
Planet 3 came out. Like, a lot of really, really bad games came out all at once. Oh no, I wanted to throw the shield. I wanted Captain America it.
Ah, shit.
Oh shit, I thought that was it.
I thought so too, actually. I was just like, shit, am I even gonna reach this?
Hold on.
Man,
How'd I
I
do?
haven't been able to watch 2 matches in a row.
That sucks.
Well, I mean, you got the stream just in case, so you can pop in one of
Yeah.
our streams and just like watch from there.
Yeah, I got it open, but
Fucking Project Soul's like, hey man, Avengers is popular right now. Let's make Captain America with titties.
hey, I mean, to be fair, if you were going to improve Captain America, is not the
Titties.
best answer titties?
Usually.
True.
Percent of
Oh no, no.
if you were going to improve 50% of all humans, titties is the answer.
Unfortunately, so.
True.
Oh,
We can't compete with the titties.
No, the
Okay.
thing I don't understand though is why they. I understand that they want to do female Thor, but will people actually buy now the Thorman as like
Well,
a decent Thor?
they're doing the female Thor not only because of the snowflakes and like representation, but they're doing it because it's modern Marvel comics. They're gonna try
Yeah,
to.
yeah. Female Thor is actually
They
a thing
didn't
in the comics.
basically none of the modern Marvel comics of the new rehashed heroes that are either like different skin color or different all this stuff. They didn't sell very well because apparently they weren't really good books. So what they're doing is they're pushing it on the movies, and like I have no problem with gay characters, this, that, and the other thing, but they're like advertising it as the central of the movie, and then they're like, it's not the plot of the movie, but that's how they announce the movie. They're like, well, Valkyrie's gonna find her queen. Why do you have to announce she's gay? Why don't you just put it in the movie and have it natural? Or you know what I mean? It's just it's weird. And like the thing is people are already kind of like, well, some of our favorite characters aren't in the Marvel Cinematic Universe anymore. And then they're like, oh yeah, Thor's in it. Oh no, guess what? He's being replaced in his movie. So it's.
Well, I
I'm
feel like
curious
that's a
to
cop out. I don't think
I'm
he's
curi-
actually gonna be replaced. I think there's gonna be like a scene where she's gonna be Thor and he's gonna be Thor for a while, but I don't think they're gonna replace him.
I don't know. Maybe he doesn't want to do it anymore. I mean, he's had movies.
True. Yeah, he's been at it for a while. I mean,
you
like,
can
look,
only do the same thing for so long, right?
yeah, like look at Chris Evans and Robert Downey.
What's his name? Got tired of being.
Yeah, Chris Evans and Robert Downey Jr. Those two got tired of
Well, I mean, to be fair though, if I was either guys, especially Chris Evans, I would have done it for as long as they wanted me to do it, and then I would have retired and never acted again on that fucking Marvel paycheck.
'Cause the thing is, like,
Those guys don't act because they need the money, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
no.
don't.
Like,
That's fair.
They're millionaires. They don't need the money.
No, that's true. And I mean, I think Phase 4 is gonna go really bad, but once they introduce the X-Men in Phase 5, I think they're gonna get another surge. Because apparently in Phase 6 they want to do like an Avengers X-Men movie, like versus. And I heard rumors that Deadpool's gonna be introduced in Black Widow's end credit scene, which is weird, but
Oh my god, I got
no
You
way.
know what's funny though? It seems like their TV stuff.
Wow,
might be better
I
than
can't
movies,
believe that
like,
happened.
The whole, like,
Oh, I can't believe that I got the extra half. Like, almost
Sorry, Thunder, I
punished
didn't
me.
hear you.
I said that it seems like their TV stuff is gonna do better than their movies. Like the whole Falcon, Captain America, and Winter Soldier
You know what
thing.
though? That's another problem too. They're taking all their interesting characters from from the first 3 phases and they're forcing them into Disney Plus. And some people will make the jump, but a lot of people won't. Like, why isn't Captain America and the Falcon a movie? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like the Loki makes sense because Loki, the new universe that they fucked up, and he got the Tesseract or whatever. There's a couple shows that are going to be cool, like the What If show is going to be really cool. And I'm not even a Marvel fan. I'm waiting for DC to get their shit together.
Or, the thing that I wish that they would have at least done like they planned was introduce the Netflix characters into the cinematic universe fully,
Yeah.
like they were originally planning to. Because then at the end they're like, well, they weren't really part of the universe. It's like in season 1, fucking Daredevil. And season
Wow, I
I'll
was
take-
sidestepping that so hard.
Of
Oh my God.
Jessica
Actually, I
Jones,
kinda
they
need to
really
see what just
referenced
happened.
what happened in New York in the Avengers.
Alright.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what
Alright,
I
happened.
watched an
How
episode of Jessica Jones
Okay.
where she almost got killed because this lady essentially took all her anger out on her because she had superpowers because her family died in the Battle of New York.
Fuck.
And one of the reasons too with like Netflix, all the Netflix shows, I
Nick.
imagine Netflix
Okay.
probably has
Alright,
a
now
slight
I'll
ownership
slow down
on the
now.
characters when it comes to those iterations, right? So they can't just take them to Disney Plus.
Fuck, what should I play on?